Have you ever stopped to question the very fabric of your reality? What if I told you that everything you experience, everything you believe to be true, might not be what it seems? Imagine living your entire life thinking you're in control, only to discover that your reality might be a carefully constructed illusion. Sounds crazy, right? But let's pause for a moment. Think about all those little coincidences, those moments where life feels scripted, or when you sense something greater pulling the strings. What if those instincts aren't just paranoia? What if there's a deeper truth hidden in plain sight? In this video, we're diving deep into the secret truth about your reality. Brace yourself, because by the end of this journey, you might never see your world the same way again. Reality. It's a word we throw around every day without a second thought, but what does it really mean? Most of us live our lives assuming that what we see, hear, and feel is the full picture. We trust our senses, believe in what we're told, and move through life thinking we understand the world around us. But what if reality isn't as solid as we think? What if it's more fluid, more malleable, and here's the kicker, what if it's shaped by forces we can't even comprehend? Think about it. Scientists have been debating the nature of reality for centuries, from ancient philosophers questioning existence to modern quantum physicists proving that particles behave differently when observed. The truth is far stranger than we've been led to believe. Some even suggest that what we call reality might be a shared illusion, a kind of dream we're all experiencing together. Today we're peeling back the layers. We're going to explore the idea that reality isn't just what's in front of you, but a combination of perceptions, beliefs, and possibly even manipulations. The secret truth about your reality isn't just a theory. It's a mind-expanding concept that could change the way you see everything. So, are you ready to uncover what's really going on? Because this rabbit hole runs deep. Let's dive in. Let's start with the basics. What is reality? Most people think it's simple, the things you can see, touch, and experience. But here's the catch. Reality isn't as straightforward as it seems. It's not just the physical world around you, it's also the way you interpret it. Two people can look at the same situation and walk away with completely different experiences. Why? Because reality is shaped as much by perception as by physical facts. Take the concept of light, for example. Did you know that color doesn't actually exist in the physical world? It's just how our brain interprets light waves. Red, blue, green, they're all just wavelengths of energy, yet we experience them as vibrant, emotional colors. So if something as basic as color is subjective, what else could be an illusion? Now let's go a step further. Scientists in the field of quantum physics have discovered something mind-bending. Particles don't even exist in a fixed state until they're observed. That's right, until you look at them, they exist only as possibilities, not as physical objects. This phenomenon, known as the observer effect, suggests that consciousness might play a key role in shaping reality. And it doesn't stop there. Many ancient philosophies and spiritual teachings have said for centuries what science is just now catching up to, that reality is far more fluid than we think. Concepts like Maya in Hinduism or the dream time in Aboriginal culture propose that the physical world is just one layer of existence and that there's a deeper, hidden reality underneath it all. So, what does this mean for you? It means that the way you see the world might not be the full story. Reality isn't fixed. It's a dynamic, ever-changing experience that's influenced by your mind, your beliefs, and possibly even forces beyond your understanding. Crazy, right? But we're just getting started. Here's where things get even more fascinating. What if I told you that the reality you're experiencing right now isn't entirely yours, that it's influenced, even controlled, by forces you don't even notice? It sounds like a plot from a science fiction movie, but there's growing evidence to suggest it might be closer to the truth than we're comfortable admitting. Let's talk about simulation theory, a concept that's gained serious traction in both science and philosophy. This theory proposes that our reality might actually be a highly advanced simulation, like a virtual world created by a superintelligent civilization. Think about it. With the rapid progress of technology, we're already creating immersive simulations and virtual realities. Now imagine a future where these simulations become indistinguishable from real life. If we can create simulated realities, what's to say we're not living in one right now? Still not convinced? Consider this. Every aspect of your life is shaped by systems, social systems, political systems, even algorithms. These systems influence how you think, what you believe, and even what you see. Algorithms on social media, for example, are designed to show you content that keeps you engaged. But in doing so, they also shape your perceptions of the world. They create a bubble, a version of reality that feels real to you, but is carefully curated. And it doesn't stop there. Spiritual teachings from across the globe have long suggested that reality isn't just physical. It's layered with energies, vibrations, and dimensions that we can't perceive with our five senses. The law of attraction, for example, claims that your thoughts and feelings literally shape your reality. If you focus on negativity, you attract more of it. If you focus on abundance, the universe conspires to bring it to you. Here's a thought experiment. Think about a time when you wanted something really badly, and suddenly, opportunities aligned in ways you couldn't have planned. Was it just a coincidence, or did your intention play a role in creating that outcome? Many would argue it's the latter, but why would anyone or anything want to manipulate or shape our perception of reality? Some believe it's for control. If people believe in a specific version of reality, they're easier to predict, easier to influence, and easier to keep within the boundaries of that constructed reality. Others think it's more benign, a byproduct of collective human consciousness creating a shared experience. Either way, the truth about your reality is that it's far more complex than you've been led to believe. The world you see isn't the full picture. It's a patchwork of perceptions, beliefs, and hidden forces at play. The question is, are you ready to step outside the illusion? Now let's bring this closer to home. Think about your own life, those moments that seem too perfect to be random, or those situations where everything seemed to fall apart for no apparent reason. Have you ever stopped to wonder if there's a deeper meaning behind it all? Let me share an example. Imagine a person who's constantly worried about money. They think about debt, they fear losing their job, and they stress over every bill. What happens? Somehow, more unexpected expenses come up, or their financial struggles seem to intensify. On the other hand, someone who approaches life with an abundant mindset often finds opportunities falling into their lap. A surprise raise at work, a new job offer, or even random acts of generosity. Is it just luck, or is there something bigger at play? Many people believe it's all connected. The thoughts you have, the energy you project, they might be shaping your reality more than you realize. Let's dig into how this plays out in practical terms. Think about your daily routine. You wake up, check your phone, scroll through endless posts and notifications. Have you noticed how your mood can shift based on what you see? A single piece of bad news can set the tone for your entire day, while a message from a friend or a motivational quote can lift your spirits. This isn't random. It's your perception of reality being influenced by external factors. Here's another example. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable? Maybe the people weren't friendly, or the energy just felt off. That's your intuition picking up on something beyond what's visible. Some would argue that this is evidence of a deeper layer of reality, one that's shaped by emotions, intentions, and unseen forces. Even in science, there are mind-blowing examples of how interconnected everything is. Take the concept of synchronicity, for instance, meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be accidental. Have you ever thought about someone you haven't seen in years and suddenly they call or message you? Or maybe you were thinking about a specific topic and then you see an article or video about it moments later. Is it just chance? Or is it the universe responding to your thoughts? Now let's get personal. Have you ever felt stuck, like your life is on repeat? That feeling of going through the motions, but nothing really changes. It might be because you're stuck in a loop of perceptions and beliefs, a reality you've unconsciously accepted as unchangeable. But here's the good news. You have the power to break free. Changing your reality starts with awareness. Start questioning the beliefs you've held onto for years. Are they really yours, or were they handed down to you by family, society, or culture? Begin paying attention to your thoughts and how they influence your emotions. Once you become aware of these patterns, you can start to shift them. For instance, instead of focusing on what you lack, try focusing on what you want to create. Instead of dwelling on problems, think about solutions. You'd be amazed at how quickly your reality begins to shift when you approach life with intention. Ultimately, the hidden truth about your reality is this: It's not just something you experience, it's something you create. Every thought, every belief, every action contributes to the world you see around you. The question is, are you shaping your reality consciously, or are you letting someone or something else do it for you? Now that we've uncovered the hidden layers of reality and how your perceptions shape your world, let's talk about what you can actually do with this knowledge. Understanding the secret truth about your reality isn't just some philosophical exercise, it's a powerful tool that can change your life. The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to the patterns in your life. Are there recurring challenges, opportunities, or feelings that keep showing up? These patterns often reveal how your beliefs and thoughts are shaping your experiences. For example, if you constantly find yourself in stressful situations, ask yourself, is this a result of my mindset, my actions, or even my expectations? Awareness is the foundation of change. Next, take control of your focus. What you give your attention to grows. If you spend your days consumed by negativity, whether it's from social media, news, or even your own self-doubt, you're feeding that energy into your reality. Instead, try shifting your focus to the things you want to create. Visualize your goals, practice gratitude for what you already have, and watch how your perception begins to shift. Let's make this practical. Say, you're trying to improve your financial situation. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on opportunities. Start noticing the small wins, like saving a few dollars here, or finding a side gig that fits your skills. When you focus on abundance, your actions and mindset align with that energy, and suddenly new possibilities seem to appear out of nowhere. Another example, relationships. If you've ever felt stuck in toxic dynamics, it might be time to look inward. Ask yourself, what kind of energy am I bringing into these interactions? Sometimes, shifting your perspective, choosing to respond with kindness instead of anger, or setting healthy boundaries, can transform not just the relationship, but your entire experience of it. Now, let's address the bigger picture. If reality is as fluid and interconnected as we've explored, this means you're not just a passive observer, you're a creator. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions ripple out into the world, influencing everything around you. This is where practices like meditation, journaling, and mindfulness come in. They're not just trendy habits, they're tools for tuning into the deeper layers of reality and aligning yourself with the outcomes you want. Here's a powerful exercise. Spend 5 minutes every morning visualizing the life you want. Don't just think about it, feel it. Imagine the emotions of success, happiness, or love as if they're already real. This simple practice can rewire your brain, shifting your focus and energy toward creating that reality. Finally, remember that this journey isn't about control, it's about co-creation. You're part of a vast, interconnected web of consciousness, and while you can influence your reality, you're also influenced by others and the universe itself. Embrace this balance. Recognize the power you have, but also stay open to the unexpected. By understanding and applying the secret truth about your reality, you're not just changing your perspective, you're stepping into a new way of living, one where you're empowered to create, connect, and thrive in ways you never thought possible. The question is, are you ready to take that step? So now you know, your reality isn't set in stone. It's not something you simply observe or endure. It's something you shape, moment by moment, thought by thought. Whether you're aware of it or not, you're already creating your reality. The real question is, are you creating it consciously? If there's one thing to take away from this journey, it's that you hold more power than you realize. You're not just a participant in this world, you're a co-creator. By shifting your mindset, questioning your beliefs, and focusing on the possibilities instead of the limitations, you can transform your life in ways that seem almost magical. Imagine waking up every day with the awareness that your thoughts and actions ripple out into the universe, shaping the experiences that come your way. How would you live differently? What would you focus on? What dreams would you pursue, knowing that the secret to manifesting them lies within you? Here's your challenge. Start small. For the next week, spend just a few minutes each day reflecting on your thoughts and where your attention goes. Notice the patterns, the energy you're putting out, and how the world responds. Write down one thing you want to change or create in your life and take one small action toward it. You'll be surprised at how quickly things begin to shift. And here's One last thing. This conversation doesn't have to end here. If this video resonated with you, if it sparked something inside you, share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Let's start a ripple effect, spreading awareness and empowerment one person at a time. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more eye-opening explorations into the mysteries of life, consciousness, and reality. Together, we're uncovering truths that have the power to change not just your world, but the collective world we all share. Thank you for watching, and remember, the secret truth about your reality isn't out there. It's in here, waiting for you to discover it.